about that. Let's see. I just started it. Let's see. I just added to where all of it's good. Let's see. Strength affects my melee damage and the amount that I can carry. This affects my melee attack speed, ranged weapon reload speed. Okay, and then I made that good. Mine intelligence and critical hit bonus damage. Awesome. Gotta always have to have
Let's see,
intelligence.
what do we have here?
Headshot and weak spot damage bonuses. Handguns, long guns, heavy weapon, dodge, lockpick, engineer. Charm. Gotta always have to have charm. This ability. So I think I'm gonna start off with everything good.
You'd need a navigational computer to find your temper.
Oh, next. Okay, see what skills I want. Let's see, I got 2 points here. So I gotta be, let's see, melee, range, defense, dialogue, stealth, tech, and leadership. What is leadership here? Leadership skill improve companion health and their abilities in combat. Each point in leadership significantly increases inspiration and determination skill, up to 50 points each. After 50, you can specialize by adding points directly to inspiration or determination. Huh. Let's see. Okay, well, I'm good with, I don't really like melee. Really don't do melee a lot, but, the way I think, melee is just, like, hand weapon, right, George? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, so, okay, I do like melees, like certain swords and stuff, but I think I'm gonna go with melee. Melee.
I bet you're vicious with a tossball stick.
Okay. I like ranged. I want to say defense. What? Tech? Wait, stealth? Definitely
If you
stealth.
wanted to steal from the rich, you've come to the right colony.
Alright. After. Okay. Now, let's see. No, let's see. For a person of your skills, worry about your day job, your life to decide how to use it. No. Average service technician. Sorry about that. Okay, but it was no. Let's see. Something. Oops. Cashiers to upgrade. Let's see. No transaction is finished without a smile. You live for a day, come back real soon. Bye bye. Okay. Wire. Safety is hand in hand, which is why so many of your co-workers at the factory were computer. No, that's not computers. How do you say that word?
Where?
A-M-P...
Amputees.
Amputees, okay.
Yeah, you serve on the transition assembly line long enough to know when the hydraulic press wants to pancake some fingers. Thankfully, you managed to keep all yours.
Let's see here. I think farmer. I can. That's why I work on. Can I have a drink of soda? So I could read this stuff. Oh, I had something stuck in my throat for some reason. Excuse me. Alright, so food effect duration. Okay, food taster. Sometimes quality control means sampling a delicious broth smoothie, but most of the time it means swallowing toxins until you find the one that stays down. You love a good surprise. Now that your stomach's lining has the capacity of a broken saddle, it's easy to explain your cutlery limits. Janitor. So this one does conjunction damage. Huh. You spend your evenings kneeling over ominous stains with a bottle of... Okay, how the blood got there is relevant. Above your pay grade and beneath your interest. You're an artist of ensure when you're on the job there's no trace to be found. No. Medical technician junior grade. Medical. I mean, that would probably come in handy to have a medical point. Because then I could probably heal myself better, probably. That's the thing about new game. This is a new game, so I don't know which one would be easier to pick. Plasma damage received, -3. Don't think I want to be that one. That's science, and this one does a Haley. I think I'm gonna go with the medical.
Maybe you can do something about this lump in my neck.
Alright, now I get to choose my ginger, which I'm gonna go as the female.
Huh, I wonder if it makes it. Look through and see what kind of gingers they got.
They only got male or female.
Oh, well, I was just wondering.
Darn it.
Because, you know, certain, they were thinking about adding other genders in future games.
That's all they got is male and female.
Alright,
Let me do my game. Jeez. Alright, so this is pretty cool. I get to choose what kind of head I want.
What kind of face?
Well, what kind of face, yeah.
Find anything?
I think I like that one.
Change their skin tone?
Eye color. Cool.
Eye colors.
I like that one.
What's that?
I'm going to... Ooh, purple. I'm definitely... Ooh, I like that color. They got so many cool eye colors in here.
Oh wow, did you see that fiery red one?
Yeah, I see it. I think I'm gonna go with that one. I like that one too. I don't see the difference here, so I'm gonna keep all that in the middle. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep all this in the middle here. Excuse me. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I could change the nose.
Yeah.
Nose size.
See the big difference? It's really small now.
Yeah, well, I do have a small nose.
And there's the nose tilt, which will give it that butt fuck if you push it up. See?
There we go. Okay. Oops.
Big cheeks.
I don't want big cheeks. Let me just create my character. Shut up. Let's see. Let's see what kind of hair I want. I'm not trying to do touchy controller. I like that hairstyle. That's pretty. Wow, that's huh. It's not bad either, but I don't. It's okay. So the hair's up.
30 different hairstyles.
Yeah, I like that one. I don't mind that one. I like this one a little bit. That one's more neater. Oops. Okay, try not to go through them too fast. Okay.
Kind of talking about full customization.
Yeah.
You might like that one on the hairstyle. Go back in.
This one.
Is that the shaggy one?
I'm gonna go probably for this one. Well, actually that one. I actually like that one a little bit. Of course, this one's... I wasn't trying to go fast. Of course, there's this.
I do kind of like that one. And that one.
It's kind of hard to see the colors though, because it made the game so dark.
Trust me.
Just I'm gonna have to delete this stream now.
Why?
Because now that I'm running here, it's just a bunch of people talking. Basically, look at this. It made this impossible to see the hair. I think I'm gonna go with that one. I don't need facial hair. I'm a girl, not a guy.
I'm just confused why I would add that. You could add makeup features.
Yep. Let's see.
Wow. It really changes the look of the character.
Yep. I kind of like that one. Brought her out her eyes.
A lot of them do. That kind of gives her a vampire look.
I hate when it gets all touchy. I kind of like this one. Makes her look dead.
Gold skin.
This gives her more of a realistic look. I love how realistic the looks are on here. Jeez. I think I'm going to keep this one because it makes her look so young.
Bloody nose, black eye.
I wasn't trying to go that far. Bloody nose.
Broken nose. Crazy marks.
I think that's war paint.
Basically, blood.
I kind of like this one because it kind of brings out her eyes a little bit.
You want her to look like a corpse or something.
No, I'm not making her look like a corpse. Okay, let's see, what should I name her? Let's call her, yeah, let's do Violet. The youngest. Get. I'll call her Shadow. Violet Shadow. Alright.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend. Not likely, bootlickers.
Initiate skip jump.
Terror 2. Huh.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 50%. If drive is
Shit.
inoperable.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck! Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
No pressure.
Should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
Yeah.
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Oh, look at the cute little thing. Oh, look at the cute. So cute. Okay, the awareness meters over enemies' heads tell you if they are unaware, suspicious, investigating, or alerted.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Ow!
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings.
Let's see now. Try to rest. Space yours. Oh, wow, that stings. Medical. 5 still. I'll put you up. What happened to you?
We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh? Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Nice.
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
Oh, okay, so somehow I persuaded him to give me his only weapon. Awesome. That'd be awesome. Okay, well, I guess I'll go, do what I said I'd do.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell?
I killed that cute thing. Tactical time. Due to computation streaming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Processing the tropical time duration TTD button slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. You have a limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your TTD meter very slowly while moving, and attacks drain it faster. The TTD meter releases slowly over time. Hold X to continue. So cool. So you get the little slow down time button. Well, I think. Oh. Yeah, I'm crouched. This is standing. This is crouched. That was cool. Hey, I got some ketchup for you. Oh, it's beer. I thought it was ketchup. Meh. Goes to show what I know. I'll get. Yeah, what? There he is. Hacking and picking locks. Your hacking and lock picking skill help you get into places you're not meant to be. Mega packs are used to break open locks, and bypass shout are used to break computer codes, I'm guessing. If your skill is high enough to break the security, you will see how many mega passwords you need to and how long it will take. Raising your skill will lower the number of times used and speed up the process. This so reminds me of what was that? The Fallout? I'm gonna find that out here. Where did the other one go? Oh, there he is. This game is pretty cool. Let's see if I can figure out how to eat here. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I got a little bit more health, yeah. Yeah, I think these
Hey!
are...
Get over here before you get yourself killed!
What? Who are you?
The gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. You pulling my limb? I mean, yeah, of course. Marauders. Bunch of addle-brained derelicts. I could round
I
them up
just
all by
started
myself.
this game, so...
You know,
So far I
need a
like
couple of
it.
winks to catch
I
my
just
breath.
bought it.
Stretch my legs some.
Let's see, I just, you know, need a couple winks to catch my breath, stretch my legs. So, let's see. Persuade, do Spencer's Choice cards. Look down from a challenge.
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit
Also,
analysis.
I was able to persuade her.
But,
Cool.
seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we
Kind of
go.
reminds me of Fallout 4 a little bit. Where did they go? They just like, oh. Is that all of them? It's kind of hard to find the bodies. Wish they marked them like they do in Days Gone. They kind of like put a little...
Their teammate
What teammate?
back in the cave.
There's no team. There was no teammate.
Yeah, in the cave. Cave you just walked out of.
Oh.
This is gonna take a lot of
They
patience.
didn't give me that option to talk to about that person. Hmm. Oh. Sorry, I don't know any other language but English myself, so sorry about that.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Smile for my surveillance device, Marauder. I am tracking your every move.
If I could, I would put my middle finger up and flip you off and see if you can track that. But this is a video game, so I don't think I could do that. Ooh.
Marauder,
Awesome.
please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health.
I'm gonna just ignore you anyway, computer. See if there's any collectibles. I guess I'm supposed to go in here,
Yeah.
but I want to explore, so,
All doors are on security lockdown. Nice try, Marauder.
I'm not a marauder.
Marauder, please be informed the ship has no crew for you to murder.
Oh god, I love that. That's hilarious. Well, at least I know it's a good game. someone. I mean, he doesn't speak too much English, but it's fine. I guess I should go to the mark. Okay. Thanks. Not sure if Glacius? I think that's how you say things in Spanish. But I don't know if this person is Spanish or English, so thank you and Glacius. That's the only Spanish I know.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring. Hello, Mara. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
She's disappointed.
So what do you want to say?
I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Oh.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. The settlement of Edgewater is located nearby. I recommend speaking to the administrator of Edgewater and requesting assistance. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new captain's identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Yeah. With this one or the metal?
Yeah, that's funny, but which one would you want to choose?
Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
This time. Funny.
The navigation console is offline at this time, Captain.
You've been promoted. Level up. Congratulations. You have gained enough experience to go up a level. Open your character ladder to advance your character. Leveling up increases your health point, gives you points to upgrade your skills, as well as gives you access to new perk every other level. Keep leveling and you'll be upper management material in no time. So I leveled up. Okay, so skill improvement. I just read that. Okay, so every time you level up, you earn skill points and spend and improving your skills. Depending a skill point. Oh. Spending a skill point on a core skill melee improves all of the special skills in that group to maximize of 50. After 50, you can add points directly to certain skills up to 100. Each skill improves as it grows, but specials unlock bonuses accrue every 20 points. Read all the descriptions. Okay. Awesome. So I can level myself up. Let's see. I think I should level up my defense.
Yeah, or ranged.
I got skill. I think I'm gonna do defense. A couple times. How about think I should do tech. Okay. Defense range. See, I can level up my handgun, I think. Oh, it just levels it all up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Making all of that relevant. Okay. Awesome. Weapon management. Can I have the soda, please? What is it? Okay. Weapon management. You can have up to 4 weapons equipped at a time. By navigating to the weapon, then selecting the weapon slot and open the screen. On this page, you can also inspect your weapon, compare them, flag them as junk, or break them down for parts. Players with engineering skills can repair weapons with this screen as well. Take care of your TNL weapons and they'll take care of your enemies. I like that. That's awesome. Okay, so I have this weapon. I have a telescoping staff. It's a two-handed. Light assault rifle. It says I can have up to 4, so there we go. I got those 4. What the hell?
Who's out to?
Oh, perks. Selecting perks. Welcome to perk selecting. On this screen, you can choose which perk to buy with your perk points. You get new perk points to spend every 2 levels. You can also acquire perk points through gameplay, such as accepting a flaw, requiring 5 new perks makes the next tier of perks available to you. Auntie wants you to be the best to help her be the very best. kind of makes me think, I want to be the very best. Okay, so I could choose the toughness, which costs 1 perk. You grow healthier in your time outside of stasis. So it increases my health. Slow the world. Technical time duration lasts longer. Surely this is normal. Lone wolf. Sometimes you are the only person you can trust. And that's okay. You deal increased damage when adventuring alone. Well, I do, in some games, I do like to play by myself.
I'm more like that.
So, but I want to look and read through all of them before I choose, okay? So, let's see. Years of tire time you have left in your step. Walk speed. Sprint speed. I wouldn't mind that perk. I can run faster. You can take better care of your weapons and armor than most people. After some adjustments, the workbench. Okay, so basically this gives me that. The interrogator see some friends, but you make up for it in bites. Bits. Deadly. Your companions have a lot to teach you about killing. Traveler. You become infected, transferring good. Maybe you should have been a cargo hauler. Unlock the ability to fast travel when... Ooh, that gives me the ability to fast travel to places.
When you're encumbered, that means when you're surrounded by enemies.
Oh. Okay, quick and the dead. Recharges much faster. That would come in handy, I guess. Pack meal. Increase your maximum capacity. I always seem to never have enough capacity. Let's see. A few more. Additional stacks on vendors, and so that gives me which one do you think would be more beneficially to me? I kind of want the capacity, because I'm always running out of capacity. Is that the only point I got? Yep, okay. Awesome. So now I can... Alright, woohoo!
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, ma'am, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
I can try line. Hey. I wish I could ask people. Okay, let's try that.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater.
Sorry if that was
Edgewater's
really
not too
loud.
far.
Oh my
Just
god,
follow the
that
road
worked.
east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
It's hard on my teeth. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, so you get, well, that reminds me of Skyrim. When you attack someone, when you're hidden, it's like a sneak attack, and it like does more damage. What's he doing? Talking to people? Oops.
Huh?
Yeah, you didn't see me. That was funny. He's like, huh? Well, shit. Just tell you how to. Oh, okay. You told me to switch, and then I have to switch back now. Wow.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go. Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer? Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
Hmm.
Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge. Four workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad. Yeah? Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards. Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna dock my pay. Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the one... all my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees. You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds. Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed.
Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna go beat people up and get them to pay him. Anybody in here? Where is the person? Alright, looks like I'm out of here now. is everybody? Who do I have to kill to see somebody? Oh, there's a terminal. Guess I'm out of hacks. Shovel. Hmm. Okay. So far, this game is pretty cool. No. My baby.
Let me get some more soda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those are giant mushrooms. Wonder if I can hit them. Where's everybody?
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
I appreciate the company and all, but you really ought to leave. You don't want to be seen around me. Because I'm sick. You don't want to associate with people in the sick house. We're not worth your time. I'm in about as much trouble as I can be. No reason you ought to be tarnished by association. People are gonna talk. The walls talk, is all. We all got sights on each other. Any of us breaks company protocol, boss is gonna hear about it from 6 different mouths. Maybe you don't know this, but there's a real simple reason you don't talk to the plagued. You don't want what we've got. First, I started feeling real low. Couldn't sleep. Couldn't wake up on time. Started showing up late to my post. Morale was flagging. I was showing doubt. Company always tells us, weak spirits lead to weak bodies. If I didn't want to fall sick with plague, maybe I should have worked harder. Maybe I should have taken more pride in my work. I really wish you wouldn't say those sorts of things. I told you once already. People could be listening. I'm feeling a touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell.
Yeah, this is an interesting town. With interesting people.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with myself.
I know how you feel.
I don't have time for this.
We don't get a lot of visitors.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got in.
Just between us, Wilson deserted. Lost his nerve. Ran off in the thick of night.
You're kidding me. Damn. Always thought he was made of sterner stuff.
I think he was plagued.
Guess he didn't want to die in the sick house.
Plague? Ah, shit. I had some of the salt tuna.
You moron.
Do 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 do.
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir.
Shut up, man.
You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The can's bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Okay.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
He sounds like that one character.
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, AnnaLight. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. AnnaLight's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. AnnaLight will understand that.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Okay, sure.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Pretty much, I didn't really have a choice. You pretty much just threw it at me. Let's see, companions. You gained a companion. They are characters that join you in on your adventure to help in a various ways. Companions provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills. They increase your carry capacity. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. Learn more about your companions. So now I have a companion. Yay. As I said, sound. Okay, so where am I supposed to go now? I guess I go back through here. Hi, smiley face. Smiley face.
Hey, ma'am, can we talk? Sorry. Got a sec?
Yeah, we can talk just a sec. Come here. Come here.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters. On account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
It's okay, Charlie.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. They're neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all. The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it. On account of it being the only clean thing. Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it.
Yep.
That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Yeah. So this thing has a lot to cover, I could tell that. This is gonna take me a bit to learn and get a hang of it, but pretty much, I really like this game so far, so hopefully I will be able to do more tomorrow, but it's getting pretty late where I am, so I'm gonna probably end it here. Or I could wait till the next market, because...
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make.
I like how the fact that they call money quarters. I think that's pretty interesting way of putting it. Okay, so let's see here. This one is like... oh, hey. Okay, so that one's not stealing. It kind of reminds me of Skyrim, like the whole, don't steal because it's bad, which I get, you know, a lot of people...
I've always felt weird in here.
Going around
it's too
stealing. I figure we could talk to this person here.
Yeah, and Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
My therapy session. You want to keep going, we can do this. But I don't have all day.
Just a moment. If you're going to be walking around outside, make sure you're well prepared. Unless you don't care for your life. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts.
Yeah,
I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. What? No, I don't want to burn it. I would never... I mean, I just want to... Look, I have a very simple goal here. I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption. It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it. Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Alright, well, I talked to him. Okay. Oh, yeah, I forgot to ask him about something. I'm so... yeah, that's how tired
Any
I am.
progress on that matter we discussed? Please get it. What would you like to discuss?
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand as they are. I've never seen you before, and there's been no paperwork indicating a transfer. Half the time it's wrong, but a new worker without paperwork? Unheard of. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. Pretty universal here, except for Ms. Holcomb, who for some reason doesn't seem to have much to say to me. Isn't that right?
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town.
I still want to say that. It sounds like you're terrible at your job. I still want to say that. Oh,
Yes. Yes, it is. But it's my job, and I take it very seriously. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here. They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No? How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands.
I was actually asking what your religion was all about. Seriously, that's what you're selling here? Okay.
Selling? No. It is free for all who seek it. I'm sorry you don't find these tried and true words of wisdom to your liking. The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in that grand plan.
Huh. Really? Okay then. The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in mention at the beginning of time. Seriously, what does stand for? How do you talk to this?
The Order of Scientific Inquiry, also
so we
known as
just got
scientism to the layperson.
So this is what they believe? Seriously? Okay.
You don't talk to the Grand Architect. Once the universe was set in motion, it stepped back. It has no concern for us.
It doesn't sound like a very moral religious what's So what's your part in all this besides counseling people? Pretty weak religion you got there. Follow a plan. Sounds like a lot of fun. I so want to say that. Oh god, I would so want to say that. It doesn't sound like a very... I kind of want to say that these are all good that I want to say. You know what? I'm gonna be a little
Fun?
mean.
It concerns much bigger things than fun. Things like deciphering the secrets of the universe to start.
And then what? I'm pretty much done here.
We will eventually decode the plan and all its intricacies. Once we are able to deduce the properties of every particle in the universe and its trajectory, we will know everything. The future, the past, each person's place within the plan, all will be laid out before us, removing struggle and bringing peace. No one will ever need question their path again. Some even believe this ultimate knowledge will unlock mankind's true potential, and we will all become akin to grand architects ourselves, after a fashion.
That seems unlikely. Really, how does that work? Tell me more. I don't want to know more.
I would love to discuss the finer points of my religion with you. Oh, wait. No, I wouldn't. Seriously, though, to truly understand the metaphysics involved takes years of study and contemplation.
I finished talking to him. Yes, thank God. Jeez. I don't think I would. I mean, besides doing that quest for him, I don't think I ever want to talk to him again. No offense to him, but yeah, I think I would. Can I exit out here? Let's see. The only source of protein here. Busy worker needs. Okay. So reminds me of Fallout. I mean, anyone else getting this vibe? Okay, so
Incoming!
what the hell is that?
That's the last of them.
Really? What was it? Huh. Weird, creature.
Okay, keep him quiet. Here we go!
Nice. You gotta admit, that was a good shot. That was such a good shot. Ah! Ah!
Not even a scratch.
I love how beautiful this world is. I mean, God. I mean, it's maybe dangerous, but it's actually quite beautiful. You know? Kind of peaceful. Looks like I found the junkyard. I'm gonna get to this mission here and probably call it a night. But hopefully, it started out slow, but hopefully it'll get better. Usually the second time around is usually better. Ooh, thank you. I'll take all of that. Ah! Whew. Got a skill point. I was just curious what was over here.
Oh, wow.
Hmm. As long as it's not red, it's not stilling, so as long as I don't still with her around me, I should be fine. That's why I'm searching now, because... Hello. Oh. Explodiness. Oh god, I can't do that one. Wish I could have her open stuff like that. That would be cool. Hmm. What's over here?
Everyone all right?
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm alright. Don't you worry about me. Oh no. I gotta be careful. She's almost dead. question is, where the hell is everyone? And why was this guy's dead? There's something that I'm missing here, aren't I? Okay, so it says here I got 10, so let's go with range, defense, dialogue, stealth, tech, and model leadership. I can't seem to figure out how to unequip that. I mean, I can't do any of those. Huh. Alright, well, I couldn't figure out how to unequip that one gun, but I guess it's gonna teach me after I finish later how to repair weapons and stuff. Woohoo.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I know. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Let's see. I'm looking for a plant. You know anything about it? Bree said something about farmer working, living out in the wilderness.
Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves.
If you're gonna start wandering around my camp,
know that I got my sights on you.
Wouldn't happen to know anything about the plant.
Aegea what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after AnnaLight.
Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
We all got problems. I just got shot into space.
Explains why you're still yammering on at me.
No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
Probably. I'll keep an eye out. You could always go looking for her. Don't tell me you're scared of marauders.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone.
Alright, I unlocked another mission.
She could be anywhere.
Which I'll probably do tomorrow, because it's like really late here. Let's see, what time is it? Let's see. Oh, it's... Huh, yeah, it's really late.
Could do without the gallows humor. I'll tell you what I can.
You say you tell me what you can, but then...
Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
Okay. Maybe the marauders took her away, and...
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already.
Meh.
Little ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about.
Kind of sounds like a guy. I don't know why.
Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skills far as I could tell. Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Their numbers are growing. Gotta come from somewhere.
Ain't that the truth?
What is it?
Oh, jeez.
Over in the hothouse, tending crop.
Okay, thank you. Alright, well... So she let me in, so I could talk to her, but if there's a way to save... Alright, well I'm gonna save here and end it here, so... Hope you... Ow! Light.